we've still got we've still got our banger bonus materials waiting for us. Behind the scenes on the Suffering, a trailer for Psyops, the Mindgate Conspiracy, which we haven't even played yet, and Inside a Haunted Prison, which should be good. Inside a Haunted Prison. I have really high hopes for this, but it'll all have to wait. Anyway, there's a headless dude. So, we have escaped from the abandoned asylum. That's where we're at in the game. Made it out of the asylum. Don't really know what was going on in there, and I eventually had to look up what to do because I kept missing this one door. But we out, I guess. At this point, I'm not really sure. Spooky dude. Urgent note. At this point, I'm not really sure if we have direction as far as like what we're doing. All right, the prison is where you feel at home, Torque. But which prison? Abbott or the prison you've made for yourself? Oh shit, it's deep. Return to Abbott first, where I shall present you with my findings and we shall see. Okay.
It'll be a cold day in Hades before I relent to you fiends.
What? We got like a old-timey preacher guy. Where is he? Yeah, real Foucault type shit. What if the Suffering is a prison? Oh wait, it actually is. I have no bullets. But yeah, I guess we're returning to Abbott. This is kind of what I expected. We're going back to the prison. There's going to be more in the prison levels. And then after that, we're going to go like there's a map. We're going back to the prison, and then we're going to go through Fort Maelson. And then we're going to like go to the, well, we're going to go to the lighthouse. Then we're going to go to the fort because they're going to come out this way. We're going to go to the lighthouse. We're going to go to the fort. And we're going to end up at the dock personnel barracks and the dock docks, which it's funny that they call them that. I mean, I guess it's Department of Corrections, but it's the dock docks. And it's going to end with us escaping from the Suffering at the dock docks with like a final boss with a warden type dude. That's my prediction. His weapon is a giant key. I could see it. That sounds pretty lame, but I can definitely see it. You think I can cross this? I feel like this water just looks like death. Nope, we're good. Giant judge boss that hits you with a big hammer. That sounds pretty good too. I don't think they can come down here. I think I'm just chilling. I don't know if we've met the ward. Like, I don't know who Or, you know, it's probably just gonna be that the final boss is the green ghost. There's been this, like, spooky green ghost. Yeah, like, it hasn't really... Like, there are moments where this game is, like... There are moments when this game is, like, you know... Really, it's the loading screen texts, but even then, not kinda, where they try to do, like, themes about prison. But for the most part, it is an Scary Monsters game. And they don't really grapple with, like, we're not gonna get, like, a final boss that's emblematic of the problems with the American justice system, and then we defeat him. It's gonna be more like, look at the big scary monster, kill him. Yeah, the enemies are named. Hang on a second. I had to sneeze. The enemies are named after, like, different... Like, all of the enemies, theoretically, are the ghosts of people who were put to death. And the way they were killed is relevant to their attacks.
I first witnessed these marks.
Theoretically. Like, I think this is supposed to be a firing squad guy. This is, like, a lethal injection guy. This is a hanging guy. I don't know what this one's deal is. Buried alive, perhaps. But there's been a lot of, like, electric chair dudes around who just aren't in this for some reason. I don't know about this guy. Maybe just, like... I don't think we ever used stabbing as a method of execution. Just stab him to death, but maybe. Hang on a second. Oh, did it say decapitation there? So, like, that's the closest you get to, like, any meaning in this game, I think. But, you know, it's...
How deep can we go?
No. You'll drown.
Daddy, you gonna swim with us?
What are they doing? Okay. We are haunted by the ghosts of our dead family, which is kind of spicy. But not super spicy. Oh, you can... Wait, oh, okay. I really thought that was probably the way to go, but I guess not. How are you not dead? Get out of here. How are you not dead? Yeah, you're dead. I'm like getting beat up by some very basic enemies here because I'm just not really sure where to go. This game has a lot of where the hell do I go moments. That's kind of its major weakness, IMO. It's very bad at signposting where to go. There needs to be more yellow paint for people like me. No, I find it very funny as well that I don't know if this is a me problem or the game, but the map just kind of cuts off there. Like the fog is not heavy enough. The fog is not heavy enough. The map just kind of ends at that point. How is there more? Get out of here. I feel like I definitely have to get up there. But how do I get up there? Maybe I'm supposed to back into here? Is there a way up through here? That would be pretty cool, because like that actually would be sick, because your dude does get covered in blood kind of often, like completely covered in blood, and I feel like it'd be cool then if you stepped in the water for the blood to wash off, but like only up to the point on the body that the water goes up to, so then you'd be like half covered in blood. Maybe for Condemned 3. Where the hell where am I going? Like, is this entire thing just a dead end? Because they've done that to me before. Maybe this entire beach is just a dead end. Hey, Ludicrous. If I'm here, maybe if I look at the map, but it's called North Beach, and like, I don't know. I'm just gonna backtrack a little bit and see if I find anything. This entire cave might have just been so that I could like see the cutscene with the kids walking into the water. This is totally nothing, though. I'm probably missing something incredibly obvious again. Did they hide something behind the waterfall on me? No. Is there like a thing up there that looks like I can shoot it down? Not really. Only some trees. I might have to look this up. I have no idea what they want from me here. It's not going out into the water. It's not... The map just ends here. There's an invisible wall. Maybe it is going out into the water, but like specifically right here? No. Okay. Yeah, it sucks, but I'm already looking this up. It sucks, but I already have to look something up. Where are we at? I have the game facts from yesterday. This level is called... I think this is A Lonely Place to Die. apparently when we get to the... Apparently this is a very short level. Wait, I think I've broken it. I think I legit, hold up. I think that the southern dude, like when we were hearing some southern dude back at the start of this level, I think I was supposed to talk to him and then escort him here, and I did not. I think that's why. I think something is supposed to be happening that isn't, and that's why. Well, he ought to be back here somewhere. Probably. Oh, of course I'm out of ammo. I think there's a dude back here somewhere. I mean, he might have been killed before I met him. This might actually be a run reset, because now I don't hear him anymore. What if he's just dead? He might have been killed off screen and, like... Now I don't know what to do.
I offered them a bright new world. A pity so few of my patients...
Like now I've activated a cutscene backwards, okay. I was supposed to see that probably not where I was standing. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's fucked. I think I'm gonna reset the game, actually. Or wait, he's just in there, probably. He's probably just in there. No. What is this supposed to be? Is he like growing pot in his shack in the woods on this island? I guess so. Oh yeah, something's busted. Where's that dude? Oh, maybe over here? Burned down house.
T! Can you hear me? It's so dark in here.
The hell? This level sucks. Like, I have no idea what's going on. I think it's broken because of the guy. Now is not a great time for cutscenes. Well, maybe this is the right way to go, because now we're in some kind of, like, thing. Not sure if the fire is ever going to go away, and the enemies are just respawning. Oh, I was supposed to jump up here. Well, that's the second component of the flamethrower. I think this was just optional then. It's gonna be that that's the second component. Like, this was an optional thing to get the second flamethrower piece. Hmm. This level is really weirdly big, though. Like, don't think I was here before. Oh, flamethrower. We got it. Why am I taking damage? Oh, there's gas.
Easily seduced. But you know, Torque, nothing worthwhile is easy.
I gotta go get healing from the house again. That's that. We do have to climb over it in this direction. There's some way to get on this side of the river, because, like, there's stuff up there. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna reload the game. I think it's dead. I think I broke it by somehow not interacting with the guy I was supposed to, and then he, like, despawned or died off screen. And now the game is just broken. Well, let me check a walkthrough, or let me check a video. The game facts seems to indicate that I was supposed to meet somebody at some point. Let me check a video. Where are we at here? I'm past this. I'm past this. I'm past this. Guy I'm watching is at the burnt out house. He's now going into the cave where I got the flamethrower. He did not get it because he is bad. Oh. That's what I'm missing. That's okay. I don't know how obvious this is. You'll have to judge. But, this truck has this thingy on it that I was supposed to... Oh, wrong button. Wrong button. I should be using that more, by the way. You're supposed to do this. And then the truck can be used to get up there. That's what I was missing. So totally unrelated to that other way, which is another just like weird dead end. They love to put those in this game for some reason.
Back to the sea, you aquatic atrocities!
Wait, what? No mention. What? No mention of the southern guy. There he is. This game facts is just totally wrong.
You'll not last long if you stay in my line of fire!
It's good to see another human still among the living. The name is Clem, sir. I've been plotting my escape from Abbott for years, and I had hoped to carry out my exodus tomorrow.
Hey, hilarious.
These recent events have
I'm at the midway.
ruined everything. Here, I'll show you.
He can teach you a lot. See what he has to say.
A new type of guy just dropped.
Look there! Do you see? Coming out of the waves? I swear it is the most hideous thing I have ever laid eyes upon.
Maybe those are the drowning victim enemies.
From whence it came.
Oh god, they release rats. I guess I should be using these. That guy can hit me from down there.
You may kill one, but another takes its place as quickly as you can reload. Sulfur in petroleum, troglodytes! Incoming! Fire in the hole!
Are they actually fireproof? Or bulletproof or whatever? Clearly not fireproof. Oh god, the rats.
Pestering creatures flaunt science with their every step. What's more, they are impervious to bullets and can only be blown up, burned, or if you are truly brave, hacked up with an axe. They seem to have some connection to an 18th century slave ship left down the beach a ways. This way! Quickly! Those creatures may return without warning. Over here! There's something you need to see. There she is. To my understanding,
There's like a wrecked
few were
pirate
killed in the
ship.
crash itself, though the traders did not free their still living human cargo. Instead, they left them shackled in the ship's hull.
Uh-oh.
Where slowly the Negroes were consumed by rats.
Oh.
Damnation! The Festers are coming!
Alright. Ow.
Remember, no good deed goes unpunished. Back from whence it came. Annihilation awaits. Damn you all!
So I guess that's who we're fighting then. The slaves who got eaten by rats. Great.
Remember, no good deed goes unpunished. If it weren't for these waterlogged abominations, I'd be able to set my raft a sail. It's a tiny vessel, too small and unseaworthy to accommodate more than a single passenger. If we let them out, they'll kill us. They'll slaughter us. I'll show you. There's a whole lot of them, and only a handful of us. He's a good start. Can't do nothing about it. Well done, sir. Killed one, but another takes its place as quickly as you can reload. They're all just fodder, I'm afraid, and there's an eternal supply. Incoming! They killed one, but another takes its place as quickly as you can reload. My raft's not much, but I hope it will be enough. Watch us. I clambered out that large sewer pipe to escape from Abbott. Now I wonder if we wouldn't be safer going back inside. But I will not give up on my plan. Steady, they're back again.
This guy has a very preacher delivery, you're right. But nah, I guess he was just a prisoner.
But another takes its place as quickly as you can reload. Watch that. I am not your enemy. Remember, no good deed. You need to be more careful. People might get the wrong idea. Fire in the hole!
I should probably just let him do all the work, honestly. I'm like completely out of all grenade
I do
types
believe
now.
Those creatures are coming from inside the wreck. If you can get in there, you might be able to destroy them. Then I'll be able to launch. If you will assist me in this matter, I will make it worth your while. I implore you, sir, inmate to inmate, I need your
I
help.
implore
I don't
you,
know how
sir.
much longer I can
Alright.
survive this maelstrom of death.
A maelstrom of death, huh? I would love to
My flimsy raft
get in there,
cannot
but
save me,
how?
sir, and I do hate to leave you here.
I would love to do something about the maelstrom of death.
Annihilation awaits.
Oh, well, now the door is open. Uh-oh. Okay, not dead. This is the slave shipwreck.
Slave shipwreck. On the northwestern beach of the island is a massive shipwreck from the early 18th century. The ship carried a cargo of slaves and was en route to Norfolk when it was knocked off course and crashed. Apparently, the traders feared releasing the slaves they carried and instead left them trapped in the hull, where they were slowly eaten by rats. How the ship has survived the elements nearly 3 centuries is certainly a mystery.
All right. Still kind of a lot of pages left. A lot of island lore still. Not what I meant to do. Am I dead? I'm not dead. What? How do I get in there? How do I get in there? There's no way from down here. Oh, here we go. We go up on deck. No, not what I meant to do. Why do I keep pressing Y instead of X? Go. No, no monster. Not trying to waste my big monster mode, even though I haven't really been using it at all for anything. It's just been full the entire game. Apparently that's not how you do it. How do I get in there? This still... I'm up on deck, but this still doesn't answer. Maybe this? No. Does that, like, burn the wood? No. Oh, this gets me up here. And then that gets me into the prison, and then we totally ignore that dude. Alright, bye. I guess that's optional. I guess that dude and his boat are not... we could just escape with that dude and his boat. But I guess not. Anyway, sewer level confirmed, by the way.
This place wants you, Torque. It needs people like you. Once it gets a hold of you, it won't let you go, like it hasn't let me go. I've been here
Twitch votes.
and it's sucked me dry. I pray it's almost done with me. It's sending something after you. It let you out for a bit, now it wants you back, deep inside. Deep inside where I've been all these fucking years. Don't say I never did anything for you. Come join me in the dance hall.
Oh, fuck. Too many rats. Well, I hope you liked that cutscene. I just got absolutely ratted on, and now we're watching that whole cutscene again, probably. I don't think the cutscenes in this game are skippable. Oh, they are. It must have been the last game I was playing where they're unskippable. Alright. That's a lot of rats. I wonder if the pro play, or flamethrower has 50. Nah, I'm not using that. It's a very well lit sewer, and also a very orange sewer. Sort of an uncommon color for sewage. It's actually like extra orange on stream compared to what I'm seeing. It doesn't normally look this orange, I think. It's so impossible to capture video of video games. I don't understand why it's so impossible. I need a capture card that just like, how's this for a DIY project? Just like my own capture card that just like taps the monitor itself. Like we just like build it onto the monitor like a brain slug, and it just like takes whatever the video that's going directly to the panel is and just like makes it go into my computer. It's a bunch of stuff that I don't need. We're going back into the prison too, so I'm gonna have to start using the flashlight again. I feel like this is just gonna be like normal enemies from now on are just going to be these guys that drop rats and are impervious to bullets. Like I hope I'm not about to just spend the rest of the game fighting them because they're kind of annoying. But I feel like I am. Oh, hi. What? I think I got hit by something else, yeah. Some really intense puzzle solving music. There we go. High intensity puzzling. Yep, gonna use the 30 pickup just to restore one shell, because I bet we're close to the end of the level here. Okay, bye rats. Just a checkpoint. Yeah, we're getting like, I wonder if this World War II stuff is the origin story for why the island is haunted in the first place. I mean, it's probably haunted because they've killed so many people on the island, and I think they've mentioned that that sort of goes back to ancient times. But also, we keep coming down into these like World War II areas.
If internment camps are a good idea out west, then it's a good idea to shoot crouch spies on this coast.
Yeah, and that dude's doing a whole like, I think we should kill people versus I think killing is bad type of deal. We've seen this play out over the game. I think I should just leave. That dude respawned. That's my cue to get the hell out of here.
Been waiting so long just to sleep. Think you're my last chance, Talk. Don't let me down.
Can I like untie him, or is he just dead? I think that guy's just dead. I'm surprised there are any prison guards left alive at this point. Like, it's been 4.5 hours. That dude was still alive, apparently. We're just back in the prison, more prison levels. I would hope that, like, it's just, you know, it's just gonna be... Uh-oh. We might have even been to this specific part of the prison before. It's hard to tell, because they also reuse a bunch of things.
Oh no. It's back. It's starting again. It never stops. It just keeps burning. It won't let me go.
Wait, this is the angry gamer. This is him.
I think we got something in common. We know what love is. We know. And something else we got. We know what it is to lose it. I wanna die.
This guy is the angry gamer from the box art. It turns out he's not evil.
Fuck him. It fucked my life. There is Stop me. I wanted to keep her safe. Couldn't protect her while I was on the inside. They beat me up. I awakened at night thinking of what was. Any guy like me. Any guy really loves his old lady would have done the same thing.
Dude, my dude keeps rolling to the side instead of instead of jumping, I am getting blasted here. Standing too close to that, ugh. I'm actually not even sure if shooting the panels did anything. Like, does shooting the panels make the panel shields go down? I thought I was doing that, but I kind of don't think so now. Oh, I'm just dead. Okay. I just got hit by something into the center, and then it just applies damage per frame until you die. Great. That's what I'm saying, E-Tanks. Like, so much electricity stuff, and yet no rubber boots power up that makes you immune to it. Lets you walk through electric water, stuff like that. What if I just don't go in there? I assume I have to. What if I just ignore him because he's crazy? Nah, you gotta go.
I think we got something in common. We know what love is. We know what it is to love a woman. You do anything for her. Am I right? And something else.
Am I right or am I right,
We
Torque?
know what it is to lose it. Lose it all. To not be in control.
You're right, Angry Gamer.
I can't even remember what I was in here for. Beating up some guy, whatever. I got screwed by this system. Fuck them. They fucked my life. They're as responsible for my old lady's dying as I am. Nobody wants the whole story. Just lock them up, throw away the key. See you next life. Stop it. Stop me. We're safe. Couldn't protect her while I was on the inside. They'd be up. Lay awake at night thinking of what would happen. Any guy like me, any guy really loved his old lady would have done the same thing. Why? So on that day, she came over for a conjugal. We fucked. Screwed her right in It was smooth, warm, rough, sweet. Best lay of our lives. I can't fucking take it. She was laying there. She looked so beautiful with a sheen of sweat on her.
Okay, there's a shield on that. Can't get too close to where the glass was.
It burns. Scalding. Hot.
I mean, now what? There we go. You gotta turn off the electric chair.
Fucking take it. Thank you.
Thank you. Like the graves from Banjo-Kazooie who definitely say fuck you. How do I get it? How do I get at this? What did I even really accomplish by coming in here? I want that. There's healing in there.
Now it's just you and me. We will meet again later. I look forward to
Gold bear the game. Can we bear the suffering? It's okay. I've been bearing it just fine. Great aim. Oh. Oh. Incredibly epic. Dodge rolled out of the first one directly into the second one there. Just assume that that door is locked. I think we're sort of backtracking through an early level, because remember this is the shower room. This is just like D block or wherever we started the game. And that was there was the gas chamber and the electric chair, and we're just like, yeah, D block. A nostalgic romp through the early sections of the game. Like back in here, well, not in there, but this way we'll leave. Well, this is just the cells where we started. This is actually just, this is my cell from the start of the game.
Are you gonna let us out? Are you mad again?
Dad, I'm over here.
Where's the kid? We're in like smear mode. I don't know. We're in smear mode. He said, Dad, I'm over here, and I can't find him.
I gotta talk to you. We didn't need you. Everything was fine until you came back. T, over here. You always let your anger get the best of you. Why don't you try to help someone for a change? You're almost there.
Killjoy's diagnosis. What do we got? Oh, wrong button. Oh, here we go. That's the urgent note, not what I needed. Oh, here we go. Killjoy's diagnosis. Patient name Torque, date always and forever. Delusional, paranoid, multiple personality disorder. Patient seems to be under the delusion that at times of high stress and or when threatened, he actually transforms into a hideous creature. In truth, of course, this only happens in his own mind. He never leaves human form. It is only sheer adrenaline that makes him astonishingly strong during this period, letting him wreak havoc. So the going monster mode is fake then. I guess that's just his cope for killing his wife or whatever. It wasn't me, Your Honor. I was going monster mode. So understood. Innocent. I think this is just the plot of The Joker 2, for the record.
Dad, what's going on?
Oh, great. It spawned like 8 guys around me. No, it didn't. Just looking for items, son. Go away. The dead sun ghost is like, that's great and all, but I really need healing items. have audio now. What the fuck is up with this game? Spooky haunted prison. That's what's up. It's a pretty good game. I have no major complaints. Yeah, it's pretty like dumb, I feel like, as far as its approach to horror. It's not like you know, this is not Silent Hill 2. You're not going to be getting video essays about this game, but it's a solid game. Ratting.
Thanks for helping us. You're lucky Harley's obsessed with those rats. He didn't used to like inmates much neither. I'm going back out there to kill the rest of those motherfucking bastards. No, Harley, no! Stay here! We're gonna stay inside this tower until it's safe outside.
Oh god, the rats everywhere. Very high F-word density in this game. Comparable to PS2 Yakuza. Now look at all the free stuff back there. Oh well. Wait, this is just the Radio Shack again. I hope that the guy I left at the Radio Shack is still alive. Nope. Nope, he died. Oh. I feel like I guess I'm not supposed to be able to actually respond, even though the guy in the radio keeps telling me to respond. I guess that's not me. My guy continues to be a mute. Well, not going that way. Okay. Sure, that stuff just catches on fire when I try to climb over it. Oh, cool, now this is open. I had to go in there to see what became of my buddy from like 5 or 6 levels ago.
I got the heavy payload shit now, you bastards! I'm gonna blow you all to hell!
Oh, they're still immune to bullets. Even from, like, the mounted machine gun. All right, looking good. The dude in the radio mentioned the lighthouse too, so I bet we must be going to the lighthouse. Or at least I hope so. A lighthouse. I don't know. I feel like this should end on like a spooky, like, I don't know. I guess we're in Maryland. Maryland is not that spooky, but if this were like Maine or something, you know, and we got the lighthouse and docks ending, that would be solid. Maryland isn't really known for its spooky lighthouses. No, dude. Try to open that door with a little more urgency, please. There's like 8 enemies surrounding him, and he's just casually checking the doorknob. I think they're just respawning infinitely. Oh. At some point I knocked the bus back into the door. Perfect. I don't know when I did that, but we take those.
Keep going! I think we lost him! Watch out! Up there! Oh, Christ!
Escaping isn't as simple as just getting outside. But I don't need to tell you that. You know there is no real escape.
A solid voice performance, honestly. I like him. Yeah. A very seething performance. Uh-oh. Ah, firing squad guys. I do not have the ammo to be dealing with this. You know, maybe it's time. I've been holding off on monster mode the whole time, but maybe I ought to do it. Average prison escape going. This is certainly very different from Prisoner of War. I think we're good. I think I killed them all. A very different kind of prison escape from that and The Great Escape. This is my third Xbox game about breaking out of prison, which is interesting when you think about it, because I think I played 0 of those on the GameCube. I don't think I played any games about breaking out of prison on the GameCube, and now we've played 3 of them in the first 100 Xbox games. They were holding back on us. They didn't think that GameCube owners would want to break out of prison. Maybe they'd think that would be playing the game and just be like upset that they're not following the law. GameCube owners are law-abiding citizens who would never break out of prison or end up in prison in the first place. That's true. There is sunshine, I guess. That's the best we got. I have like no ammo for my anything. This is actually bad. Yeah, Sunshine, you're out on parole. Supervised release. Hey, Relic. I am still enjoying the suffering. We're getting closer to the end. I think this is like level 18 out of 20. I wonder if I can see myself on this Carnate Island map. I can. Right now I am there. So I'm on my way to the lighthouse, which is very exciting. This, of course, has to end at the docks, right? It's gotta. But we're getting closer. There's some way to get those guys to pop out without grabbing me so I can actually kill them.
To your grave, motherfucker.
Dude, who was throwing that? I think I'm climbing up here, actually. Yeah. It's just like those enemies from Half-Life that like grab you and like hang down from the ceiling. This is just like Half-Life and just as good.
Rory liked the fire too much. He took Malcolm with him. They're with us now.
Word is bond! I'll fuck you up!
How do I get out of here? Oh. All right. World War II fort.
World War II fort.
Yo, 2 fort? Team Fortress 2 mentioned?
Fort Malison served as both coastal defense facility and POW camp. The fort had some 250 men and held approximately 1,000 prisoners. The fort's most notorious story is of its colonel, who executed 3 of his men for treason because a German airplane crashed on the island. A subsequent court-martial found no evidence to justify these executions, and the colonel ended up taking his own life.
Very cool.
I ain't going back!
Bit concerning that that gun is there. There might be a big fight in this room later or something. Or now. Hello? I mean, he said I ain't going back, so he's... Am I supposed to do... Get up on this? This elevator is an invisible wall. The light is on this door, but the door is locked. You'd really think, just based on, like, level design context clues, that you would just go in this door. It's the only door. There's a giant light right in front of it. But no, that's not what you're supposed to do. Maybe we gotta shoot the door open. Maybe we gotta shoot these old shells and they blow up. Maybe we shoot... Okay, there we go. Where is he? There he is. We good here? No. We good here? We good here? No. The music stopped, but there's still a guy. Alright, how about now? Still no. I think the play is probably to just run past all that. That is a lot of dudes, and I took a lot of damage.
Fucking cave bullshit. Should've never come in here.
Did that guy just say fucking cave bullshit? That's me playing video games.
You gotta get me out of here.
Angry about caves.
He was confused.
Gotta help him. He'll die in here.
You gotta blow this wall without killing me.
Alright. Try my best.
You gotta blow this wall without killing me.
I'm dead. And the wall didn't even blow up. Great. Please tell me. Nah, we're way back. We're way back. This is before entering the fort. This is very far back. There's really no checkpoint for any of that. That kind of sucks. That kind of sucks a lot. We're just gonna run past everything this time.
Corey liked the fire too much. He took Malcolm with him. They're with us now.
Word is bond. I'll fuck you up.
Oh, no. Shoot. Come on. Wonder about the diary entry. I still can't believe it. We all knew the colonel wasn't the nicest of something officers, but this. He put together a firing squad and shot a dude, and another dude. He's adamant they were spies, but I can't be bothered. Write in Comic Sans next time, dude. Not reading that.
I ain't going back.
Yeah, and please write all future diary entries with a typewriter.
Hey, you gotta get me out of here.
I'm gonna ignore that guy. I can't figure out how to save him. Sorry, but I guess you'll die. I'm gonna get the bad ending. I'm totally gonna get the bad ending in this game. I'm not doing a very good job at being a moral, upstanding, escaped prisoner. I feel like based on your moral choices, at the end of the game, they should give you like a parole board decision. Instead of like a numeric score or like a letter ranking, It should be like whether or not they approve your parole at the end. S rank is like out in 3 years due to good behavior. And the worst rank is like parole denied habitually for decades. Very cool. Thanks for the flares. Don't need that. Where am I anyway? We are. I feel like we've barely moved. This since the last time I checked the map. Crazy how like absolutely the right play it was to just ignore. Wait, did I just loop around? Hang on a second. I'm just back here. I think I just completely looped around. I have no idea where I'm going. I think I'm going backwards right now. Wait. And then here's this ladder. Where am I going? What the hell? This is... I feel like... I don't know if any of you guys have ever seen this. This is like a classic. Oh, this is a different ladder. This is a classic, like, Valve playtester thing from one of their dev commentaries. I think it's Half-Life 2. Yeah, it is. It's Half-Life 2 right before you get to Ravenholm, where there's a dev commentary thing there, and the guy's like, you know, there used to be a path to the left in this cave that just looped back around itself, but one playtester continually looped back around in the cave for half an hour, and that was all the justification we needed to remove that path. I am that playtester.
You interest me. Because you understand how it feels. They needed someone professional to pull the switch. A lot of eager sadists applied, but I was the only one who took the work seriously. So seriously, I wanted to taste the gas myself. That's what Carnate does. It brings out the killer inside. It's the perfect place for you and me.
Okay, well... Now I don't know, because I thought...
There's a difference between those that feel safest in the light.
Oh, he's saying the thing.
Those that feel safest in the dark.
He just said the thing from the, He just said the quote from the start of the game. It was a quote from the Green Ghost Man. But I thought that the Green Ghosts deal, because they mentioned at some point.
The lights are off.
I'm just super dead here, by the way. But they mentioned at some point that
I like that feeling.
they're like a... What did I miss? What did I forget to turn off? And how do I get out of here? Oh.
The basement of the lighthouse for a reason. It's the one place the beacon can't illuminate.
I'm just dead, but let me try that again. I thought the deal, because they mentioned that there is ancient, like, Native American killing going on in this island too. I swear it says that somewhere. And so it just kind of seemed like there's something particularly cursed and haunted about this island itself. And I thought that that was this green ghost, but now he's saying that he is like just some dude who's really into gas chambers. So like, I guess he wasn't here before the 1900s. So I don't know what his deal is anymore.
Which are you, Torque? In the chamber, there is an intense light. Everything is visible. In the control room, the lights
What
are off.
is this doing anything? I feel like that wheel just does nothing.
I like that feeling.
Well, now I'm dead. You have to act kind of fast. I mean, what does this do?
The lighthouse.
Let me just burn all my heals to see what this even does.
It's the one place the beacon can't illuminate. I thrive.
I can't tell what it did. It dropped this box. And then with this box,
History
I don't know.
incarnate.
It seems like there's that floor vent that it's coming up through on the right there. But there's no way I could push a box onto that fast enough to stop this. I'll try, I guess. But there's only like one box in the room and it's really far away. It's right here. We gotta get this box all the way over there.
Safest in the light, and those that feel safest in the dark. Which are you, Torque? In the chamber, there is an intense light. Everything is visible. In the control room, the lights are off.
Also, this box isn't big enough to block this vent, is it?
I like that feeling.
Nah, it's still just coming out, so that's not even it. Okay, that's how you close that. So we gotta close all the vents. I don't know how to close that one still, but I see. We have to get all the floor vents closed. This is just like a total trial and error section. There's no way anybody did this on the first try.
There's a difference between those that feel safest in the light and those that feel safest in the dark. Which are you, Torque?
It's gonna be something wheel related, I feel like. Oh, here we go.
Light. Everything is visible. In the control room, the lights are off. You can't see anymore. No one needs you. That feeling.
There's still gas though.
I'm here in the basement of the lighthouse for a reason. It's the one place the beacon can't illuminate. I thrive in that darkness. I love the history on Carnade. Over the years, every form of human killing has found its place.
What does...
Envy you.
I have no idea what closing that does.
Visit them all.
Did the gas stop coming out of there? I think it's still coming out.
Clear, odorless, totally imperceptible. But that wasn't good enough. I thought people should
There's
see it
that
coming.
one.
See it creeping up around their legs, through their fingers, inching toward their nose.
This like main vent by the furnace is the one that, like, I don't know what to do about. And there is 2 vents by the pushable box as well, which is a bit confusing. Am I supposed to just do this? But then what about that vent there?
Those that feel safest in the light. Those that feel safest in the dark. Which are you, Torque? In the chamber, there is an intense light. Everything is visible. In the control room, the lights are off. You can't see anyone. No one knows you. I like that feeling. I'm here in the basement of the lighthouse for a reason. It's the one place.
Oh, I stopped dying. I guess I did it.
I thrive in the darkness. I love the history on Carnate. Over the years, every form of human killing has found its place. I envy you, because you get to revisit them all.
And then lock them in the furnace. There we go.
Yes.
Ah, yes. Oh. Alright, got him. Well, that was weird. Well, he did outlive Ozzy by a grand total of like 2 days. But there you go. Yeah, in that sense. Yeah. I mean, they tell you to go through this door pretty clearly. And then, now what? I mean, there's a pretty clear answer, but... Oh. Yeah. I am a Valve playtester, truly. Gotta read about the art, about the... Oh, I'm missing a bunch of pages here. Oh well.
The lighthouse. The lighthouse is the oldest standing structure on Carnate Island. Its cornerstone states its date of construction as 1834. The light was originally oil-powered, but since the 1950s has run off of a nearby generator. Similarly, the lighthouse's rotation was originally powered by a system of gears that would periodically need to be
Very cool. The lighthouse must be eliminated? Did he say that? Gotta eliminate the lighthouse.
The one, aren't you? I remember you from my dream. Are you the one I saw in the woods? Who are all these strange people? How did it get this far? We've been playing for so long. You're the one, aren't you? How did it get this far? You're the one, aren't you? Here to take me away.
Ah, new type of enemy just dropped. I'm going back in. Bye. Bye. I'm just gonna climb the lighthouse. I don't know. I don't know what their deal is. I'm going back inside. We got a thingy jamming the... Something's jamming the lighthouse.
I didn't know what to do. I'm so confused. I guess I get mad too. But you still did it. Damn it, you still did it.
What? I'm just trying to... Okay. The hitboxes are a little iffy on those, but there you go. Eh, still can't. What's... That's holding us up at this point. I mean, it's looking pretty good. I don't... But nah, he still won't turn it. I think I got all the thingies out of the gears. What am I missing?
Lighthouse lamp is off. Cannot land rescue craft. Repeat, beacon must be restarted.
The beacon must be restarted. I'm trying my best here. Maybe I'm missing like a piece to it and I have to go deal with the creepy girls outside for this.
Storm is disrupting navigational equipment. Lighthouse must be illuminated.
We can get like a diary page on that or nah. Bro? He doesn't want to talk. This is strange. No? Oh, there's still another one. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave. I don't know what that's about. We're just gonna go this way. Oh shit. Look at all the stuff in this room. Okay. Jumping back here might have been a mistake. Jumping back here might have been a big mistake. I think I'm stuck. Oh, oh, okay, got it.
Beacon must be restarted. Anyone read?
Is there like a button in here?
Carney 2, turn on your light. Over.
No, there's not a button in here, so I guess I'm actually not going this way yet. Very confusing game. Lighthouse that way. Abbott State this way. I really don't think we're going back to the penitentiary. I don't think we're going back into the jail. It's weird that this is even an option. Oh, checkpoint. I guess I was meant to go this way. Hey, Yumo. And that's rubble. This is nothing. I feel like I have to get in there. But there's no door. Is there, like, there's no door. Why was there a checkpoint for coming over here? Is there a ladder? No. Is there a ladder inside? Yes. Guess that's how you get in. Calling me on the phone now. There's so many dudes here. Can we not do this right now? I gotta take a phone call. What? I don't know that that's true. I don't really know anything about Stubbs the Zombie, but I feel like I'm probably going to end up liking this more. Okay, that was probably the generator for the lighthouse. This is so fucked. I just want to get out of here. Okay. It's good for the mental knowing that I'm going to get to game 100 soon. So let's try this. I don't know. I feel like this probably didn't do anything. You know, I could do that. I could actually do that, and that would be a smart idea. There we go. This thing wouldn't spin without the generator on.
Now sending rescue craft. Meet skiff at Eastern Dock. Skiff is on the way. Meet at dock. Over.
It is kind of fun that they never, there's been a lot of confusing moments in this game, but on the other hand, it is kind of fun the way, they usually don't explicitly tell you, like, you gotta get to this place, go there, objective added, go to this place there. Like, they don't do that. Like, you're just sort of cruising around, and then you'll, like, hear something on the radio telling you that something will be happening, and you can, like, go there. It's a little bit more, I don't know. It's a little bit different.
It's a cesspool of human atrocity. People come here, they do things maybe they wouldn't normally do. Evil fucking shit. But you're different. You're the wild card in the deck. But you set me free. I never forget a death.
Thanks, Horace. I think this guy's name was Horace.
Find out what kind of man you are.
Yeah, it's still pretty good. We are, I believe, on the last level. I think this is it. Either this or, like, the one after this or something. Man, that was a lot of damage to take just immediately. Sucks a bit. Wife? Wife? You got anything you gotta say? Maybe I should kill this dude first. We got pump control, we got a box full of TNT. That gonna do something? And then we block that. All right, what is this? I'm not sure I know this one. Oh yeah. This just came up the other day, right? I feel like I just saw this one. I'm alive, but I miss you too, brother.
Don't you want to stay?
Yeah. I have not played the Jackass game before. I feel like it looks like it should be possible to just jump up there. Dude, I need to stop getting caught in this corner right when they spawn the fire people in. I'm just dead. I'm just dead, but it checkpointed, so I don't care. But like, how did that happen twice? Okay, you just walk up there. It's not even a puzzle. It's not even a puzzle. And then there's nothing up here anyway, but what am I doing? We gotta get over there, right? Is it like push the truck? I think that's Dead Wife Vision. There's no way you just make a jump for this, right? No. No. I mean, could this be another dead end? This game is full of weird red herring dead ends where it really looks like you're supposed to go a certain way and then you're just not. I did checkpoint when I came out of the cave. Like, it must generally be the right way to have come through this tunnel. I don't know, maybe if I just kill enough stuff, something happens. Oh, I still have no shotgun shells? Wow, okay. They just stopped giving me those at some point in the game. Shotgun too good. Stop giving the player ammo for it. There's so many fire people. There's like 5 of them here. Dude, it buffers the reload when you mash to escape from those guys. It buffers the reload. Super annoying. Happens every time. No, they're still alive. Is this car up on a jack like last time where you just press X and then a thing magically happens? No. Definitely can't make this jump. Yeah, I'm looking it up. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. What do you do here? I can't find where I am in the video. I don't recognize this at all. Oh, here we are. And then he gets to the truck. And the truck blows up. And he's up on the ledge. What? There's just a cutscene that plays? What the hell? How did he do that? Why is there a cutscene? Somehow he just gets a cutscene to play, and he's got a dude following him too that I don't know anything about. Maybe I broke the level by not bringing the dude with me? Somehow he just stands here and a cutscene plays. That makes a thing happen. I mean, maybe he killed a number of these and that's what causes the cutscene to become available. Okay, you just get fucking owned. You just get fucking owned. You really can't fight these in monster mode. Maybe the GameFAQs has insight that the long play does not. The bridge is out. Stand on the pickup to make some Inferna appear. Then an old friend will help make a bridge. No. Where's my old friend making the bridge? Hello? It's literally just, he just stands kind of by the edge and a cutscene happens. Very weird. He just stands here and the cutscene magically plays. Hello? Hello? Nah, the old friend, I have the long play up. It's the green ghost. The dude who we killed in the weird lighthouse basement section shows up and is like, he offers you help somehow. I didn't watch that part. I just saw that that's who appears in the cutscene. But the cutscene is just not activating. Hello? He's just standing right here in the video. I have killed way more of these than I should have to. Yeah, I don't know. I might have to backtrack into a previous level to try to go find a following NPC. It might be something like that, or just to go through a load zone in general to like unbreak the game, because this is fucked. This is not working correctly. There's supposed to be a cutscene here. Yeah, the other GameFAQs guide also says follow Ernesto. Nope, don't have an Ernesto with me at all. Follow Ernesto up the hill. Go back down and look over the gap for a cutscene. Nope. Let's check this other guide. Let's see. You have to kill all the enemies along the path. Okay, yeah. I keep getting emails about this part of the game because some people can't trigger this scene. You have to kill all of the enemies along the path to trigger the bus scene, so please stop emailing me and asking how to make the bus appear. Alright, that's the problem. You're supposed to backtrack all the way back here, and because I didn't kill these guys, it doesn't make the bus... that's the problem, apparently. I'm just dead. I wasn't even touching anything. Whatever. Yeah, most of the other guides don't seem to know that there's any kind of requirement for this. Kind of crappy guides, honestly. I hate that when GameFAQs guides just like do it right the first time, so then they don't actually know any of the conditions. Like, not all of us want to hang out back here killing 60 of these stupid losers for no reason when we could just move on. Some of us skip enemies. Especially when the enemies are as annoying as the fire people who just... Okay. I'm not really even sure if I am killing the fire people correctly. Like, I didn't shoot her. She just kind of turned to dust on her own. So I don't know if I'm doing that properly. I feel like they're just gonna respawn or something. See? Like, they just come back. There's some kind of technique to making them perma-die, maybe.
From what I have witnessed, this manifestation of
Witchcraft accusations in the 1600s.
the first, a young girl in Puritan dress, perhaps 13 years of age.
Transforms into a flaming creature. Nope, no info about it. No info about it in there. I mean, maybe now I can do it because, now I've killed the people who throw syringes. But yeah, they make a dust pile and then they just come back from the dust pile. Not super helpful. Still nothing. I wonder if I broke it because... Well, let's see if GameFAQs says anything about them. The only way to kill them is to destroy their ashes when they fall. There you go. That is a problem. Everything should be permanently dead now. Everything should be permanently dead now. That dude better show up with the bus. Alright.
So, you still need some help.
Cut to my guy, completely covered in blood, shrugging.
But you don't know anything. Go on to the dock, where you'll see how things really are.
She still needs some help? I don't know, maybe. Just don't get hit by the bus. I was warned about that. I'm not sure what's not to get. It's a shooter, and we're shooting. There are monsters, and they gotta go. Oh, there's no plot. Don't worry about that. Don't worry too much about that. There's no plot. The plot is that the prison is haunted. And we gotta get out of here. And that's what we spent pretty much the entire game doing. Not much of a plot. It's kind of just like a run around and don't die until the game dictates you can leave the island type of plot. Well, guess I'm not going that way. I was just wondering which way to go. Goodsmith. Established 1672. Population ? I have like no healing anymore. I feel like that's bad.
My diagnosis is complete. Your cure is at hand. You might think my methods a bit unorthodox, but my results will speak for themselves. Ahead you will encounter something altogether unlike what you've seen before. But I have something that can help you. A device that can cure you, put your demons to rest. But only if it is sufficiently powered, and only if you are in your more, shall we say, primal form. Use this correctly, and you cannot help but be cured. You do want to be cured, don't you, Doc? It's up to you now.
Oh no, no blurry mode now. I'm trying to find stuff in this house. Can it wait, son? I gotta find stuff.
I heard Mommy scream. And what happened to Corey? He was so mad he pushed me under the water. Why, Daddy? Tell me why.
Okay, I kind of thought the bear was about to like transform into a bear monster or something. You know what? Fuck it. Die. Not nearly as effective as I was hoping it would be, that flamethrower. I probably could have gone net positive on healing there. I could have done that a lot better.
I showed you something, didn't I? I wasn't gonna let you have us, not after what you did. You killed her. You always screw things up. I wish you'd just kill yourself.
Damn. Oh my god, it's me. Now I don't know what's happening in this game. Am I about to have a boss fight against myself? I am. This is deep. I'm dead. the hell? What? I think I damaged myself when I hit the boss, who is me. I think I hurt myself doing that.
I heard Mommy scream. And what happened to Corey? He was...
I feel like we gotta like go monster mode. Like this is when we cure ourselves, like the dude said a minute ago. Oh my god, am I just gonna get stun locked by him? Yeah, totally. And I'm dead. I don't know what killed me there. I have no idea what happened. I think something off screen exploded and then the splash damage got me for my last bit of health there. This seems kind of bad. There's no use in killing the lethal injection guys. They just respawn. That's just right now because we're in blur mode because we're seeing the dead sun. That goes back to normal. Yeah, that box is what got me. But see, there's the machine. So I feel like we just have to like go monster mode and then things will work out. Gonna defuse that from a distance.
I showed you something.
Die. Alright, I've killed myself. Oh, he's not dead. I thought he was dead. You happy now, son? I did it.
You never knew your own strength. And Corey never forgave you for going to jail that first time. I guess he just snapped. I know you didn't mean to hurt me. But you gotta think about what you do. Now you're in trouble, T. You've gotta face down that anger inside. Make it go away forever.
Alright. Oh, and it's got like me in there, hanging off him in a strange way. And I'm dead. I just got one shot by that. Awesome, and it's back to the start. I bet this is the proper final boss though. And someone said that flamethrower is good to final boss, so we're switching to it. Yeah, definitely the first phase of this is the problem. The first phase of this where we have to deal with the, like, hash-slinging slasher. That guy is bad. And the two, like, needle people.
I heard Mommy scream.
Let me just do this back here. Can I just, like... Is this just better? I've got more room to kind of maneuver around in. And we're away from the needle people.
I showed you something, did
Alright, he's staying down. That's that.
you never knew your own?
Die, please. Die, please. Did I get him? I don't think I got him. Yeah, no. There's gonna be another phase here. It's gonna be this side now. No. I think the bullets are just bouncing off of him. The bullets are pretty clearly just bouncing off of him. That's empty. Okay, I think I was supposed to be hitting the donger, because that actually bleeds when you shoot it. I think I've just been aiming wrong this whole time, is part of the problem. I'm nearly out of all ammo for all weapons, so I think I just... Well, now I'm dead, so now I definitely lose. But I guess we want to flamethrower him in the weird, like, dangly torque. Probably. Oh, am I wrong? I mean, he doesn't bleed from the rest of his body, and he does bleed from the torque, so... Am I wrong about what to do here? Got him. There's a platform to the right of him when he jumps out of the water. The first time he jumps out, after he moves, you go activate some kind of thing. What? Oh, I just took so much damage to that. That sucks. That massively sucks. So when he jumps out, to his right is a platform. I mean, that's just that wall. I don't see anything. Maybe I gotta shoot this. Oh, when he, like, where he spawned. So to his right, like this. Lower this. Did it do something? I'm hitting myself with it. Nothing is happening. That's like the purple beam from the asylum. Needs to be lower. That's as low as it goes. Doesn't go any lower than that. It can go higher, but maybe now it's going lower? Yeah. That was weird. It was like stuck before. And I'm dead. Well, this is fucking weird. This is weird and terrible, actually. This sucks. Well, if I'm just gonna be hitting him with that, then we can flamethrower the first guy. We can just flamethrower the first guy. And maybe that's a good idea.
I heard Mommy scream.
That probably wasn't any better than if I had just done nothing. But there you go.
I showed you something.
I gotta camp him just to super make sure he's dead, because he can do a ton of damage really fast. Alright, we're good. Let me in, I gotta lower the thing.
You never knew your own.
Okay, so we do have to make him move once. Now I can get in there. The weak spot is still the donger. We're still going for that. Because it makes his whole body do that. Oh, archive page unlocked. What we get? I think we got this page.
I briefly saw this enormous creature a single time, near the docks. I cannot even begin.
He seems to be quite literally connected to an inmate, the convicted killer Torque. Okay. Quite literally connected. Who am I then, if that's him?
Listen, we need to talk. The boys need to be with their mother. Don't be that way. You weren't a good father, not in jail. I won't let them grow up violent. They will not be like you. Kid, what's going on? What did you... Mom! You monster. I'll show you.
Wait, so he drowned himself.
I'm taking us away.
And then the other one jumped out the window. So actually, he only killed his wife. And then the sons were just like, oh yeah? And then they just killed themselves.
Get on board, quick! I don't know what the hell's happened, but we gotta get out of here. Another boat's coming to pick up anybody else who's left.
Well, he probably landed head first or something.
Go up in flames. Guess you finally got your wish. But don't get any funny ideas, inmate. Police are waiting for you back at the mainland.
This is my boat.
There's good times and bad, T. We all want more of the good, but we take what we can get. It's worth it. Love, Carmen.
Alright. You have unlocked archive pages and a prelude level. Interesting. Ah, and there's the credits. GG. Prelude level. I have no idea. I don't know, I don't know if that was the good ending, the neutral ending, or the bad ending, but that was an ending. That was neutral? Okay, I figure I probably got neutral, because I did some good stuff and I did some bad stuff. Mostly I just didn't do a lot of stuff. I left a lot of, like, the people you have to save. I just sort of ignored them, because they're kind of glitchy, to, like, get them to start following you. Yo, thanks for the 632 bits, Growth Spaz. I appreciate it a ton, dude. Good is you don't knock out the officer. Well, what's good about that? The ending also retcons what Torque did to the family. Interesting. So I bet the good ending is like, it was all a big misunderstanding, and the bad ending is like, Torque just fucking killed them all. We got the neutral ending, which is Torque did kill one of them. And Rafita Keys as Carmen. She gets credited completely differently from everyone else. The good ending is some other guy did it? Well, who did it? I feel like I have to watch the good ending now. Just, is it even a named character, or is it just like some other guy did it? It was just burglars. Well, I want to see the prelude level. What the situation is with that. From what you're reading, it was the Colonel. The Colonel here. I still have the game facts open. Who is Colonel? Yeah, nothing listed in this game facts guide about the Colonel. Who knows? You can import the save in the sequel? Aw, hell yeah. My moral choices are gonna follow me into the sequel. That's actually pretty cool. I feel like that's something that, like, only makes sense on Xbox. I mean, probably the PS2 version supports that as well. But, like, with memory cards, there's not much... Like, with memory cards, you're probably not gonna keep your save, because you're gonna run out of space. But with Xbox, you just always keep every save forever, because you have so much space. Wait, Next Level Games? What the hell? What are they doing here? The Mario Strikers people worked on this in some capacity? Surreal Software would like to thank our fellow sufferers. Maximus, Brutus, Frenchie, Squirrel. They're crediting their dogs in this, I suspect. That's family and dogs. Alright, well, where's... We got all that to look at, but where's the... Well, my save is way back there. Where's my prelude level? Maybe if I hit continue? No. How do I get the prelude level? Maybe if I hit new game? Yeah, this is different, I think. I gotta check this because at the end of the guide it says make sure to talk to the Raven for the director's opinion, and I need to know. I need to know what they mean by that.
Welcome to Carnate, inmates. Enjoy your stay.
Any of you got jackrabbit blood, I will blow you wide open. Hear me? This is Cash. We're Doc. Send the bus. And hurry it up.
You don't look happy to be here.
I can't believe I'm back in this motherfucking Any of you get
I hear
alive,
that.
I will shoot you,
What
I
I've been
will
told
bury
is
you,
the
and I
worst
will
place
piss
on
on
earth.
your grave, you dig?
They disgust me.
Don't stick your heat
I know that guy. If they weren't so bad, we wouldn't have to be here.
kill this time? Fuck off, Luke. Or your punk ass.
Bro.
I got a low tolerance for inmate bullshit.
You see that guy? Fucking degenerate killed some kids.
His own kids is what I heard. Fucking baby killer.
Maybe that's the director's take.
For long. The shitbags joining the short timers on death row. Oh, shit. Yellow pill.
Nah.
Pill in the pill. Cocksucker got 8 years left. Easy.
Fucking travesty. I say we speed it up. Cut him down to size.
Yeah. COs won't give a damn if we shiv him. We're just saving the trouble.
I say.
I'm in. Hell yeah. Let's do this shit.
Wait, are they beating me up all of a sudden? Do I have anything? What? Oh.
Last words I can tell your mom. Oh, shit. I'm begging you.
Let them kill each other.
There's no way.
See what that psycho
His job wasn't to grab your weapons, inmate.
He didn't have any weapons.
What kind of a monster are you?
What the fuck just happened?
Don't move, inmate, or we will shoot you. Miles, Ernesto, get in there and get him under control.
Shit, what are we gonna do with them?
Not much we can do. Man's already going to death row.
Well. What do they mean by that? Just remember to step on the crow at the start to hear the director's take. Hang on, we gotta start over again. Just remember to step on the crow. Could I have stepped on a crow?
This is Cash. We're Doc. Send the bus.
Just remember to step on the crow at the start.
Happy to be here.
Can't believe I'm back in this motherfucking
Is
I hear that.
I will shoot you, I will bury you,
a
and I will piss on
crow gonna land on the ground where I can actually step on it?
I know that guy.
Hello, my name is Richard Rouse.
Oh, what
I was
the?
lead designer and writer on The Suffering. What you're playing here is what we call level
What the?
This was a prologue that we originally planned to be the first thing you would play when you started the game. It was added fairly late in development to provide a more interactive introduction, to suck the player in. And I think it did a lot of good stuff. It added a great establishing shot of the island, foreshadowed the final boss, it introduced Torque's family, and I think it featured some of the best voice acting we had. But in the end, we decided not to include it as the opening because it came off as a bit contrived. It also didn't pack the punch of the death row sequence and further delayed getting into the real game. We've included it here as a bonus for finishing the game, so I hope you enjoy playing it.
You see that guy?
Well, that's cool.
Fucking degenerate killed some kids.
His own kids.
That's cool. Anyway, we gotta check the bonuses now. That's neat. So, we got behind the scenes, we got a PsyOps trailer. We'll do the trailer first, because this is probably the least interesting of the three. These are some good bonuses. This is something that we have not played yet, but that we will play.
Facial reconstruction and a memory wipe.
Intelligence has the movement attacking the refinery in about 90 hours.
This memory wipe will give us plenty of time to drop him in and get him past the movement psi probes. Mindgate's specialty is PsyOps. They dismissed General Krieger, but Scryer stayed with Mindgate and took his psychic powers to a new level.
Oh, hell yeah. What the hell is that? What was that guy's deal? They have like massive purple suit man. Coming 2004. Who here's pre-ordering it? Just based on that trailer. Alright, the suffering behind the scenes. Let's check it out.
I think people like being frightened. I think they like exploring the darker side of humanity and looking into an environment they wouldn't normally, have access to, most likely.
Why? Everything is blurry in that they blurred out everything. You couldn't see any of the office except the computer screen. They blurred out that dude's shirt too.
What we found compelling in the horror genre, and far and away, The Shining was the movie that stood out for everyone as something that was uniquely horrific, yet not cheesy or ridiculous at the same time. It's a serious piece that is also intensely frightening. So we really wanted to create that same feeling of you're walking through an environment and then you're seeing visions of things that are that you don't maybe understand right away, but over the course of the whole game, come to create a sort of a full picture of, one man's tortured soul and the horrible historic events that have taken place on this island. The island has had a colorful history, where there was a rock quarry that was used to build the prison. There was a beach where a ship wrecked. There's an old abandoned asylum, which is a Victorian home from the late 19th century. That served two important functions, which was to keep the game environment varied over the course of the game and to allow us to sort of bring out history through recreating different architectural styles, or obviously a rock quarry is going to look very different than a beach and so forth.
The way we portrayed the history of the island was to give the player opportunities to find bits of the history as they progress through the game, and in doing so they uncover sort of a more macro vision of the island's nature.
We didn't really want a character that looked any particular nationality or race. He really is almost Neanderthal. He's very primal. We wanted that strength to kind of come through.
We made a fucking caveman.
A tough character that no matter what he was
Racially
doing, he always
ambiguous
came through
caveman.
as, like a really solid, con, tough guy. And then he looked cool no matter what he was doing. Like he was just shooting a gun. He looked good shooting a gun, and he looked tough and carried out an attitude throughout.
I think the primary thing we wanted to do was make the player feel that though they were in this intensely frightening and life-threatening situation, they were in control of a character that could make it through if only they were able to, manage it themselves. It's not like in, some horror movies where the main characters are sort of weak and constantly tripping over roots as they're trying to run away from the guy, and they can just barely manage to survive. Torque is someone who can take on an army of creatures and blast them to bloody bits and then be ready for more.
Well, the thing with Blood is
Yeah, it's not like those other crappy horror movies.
Geometry onto another object. So we basically take our Blood texture map, we figure out what objects collided with, and we send it through a projection matrix, and it ends up being rendered on top of the other geometry, looking like it's actually attached to it. There's a whole series of different effects and objects that come into play. We have everything from blood that sprays onto the wall behind you. We have the player actually will have blood spray onto him. He will be covered from face to toe. We have the enemy that you're hitting, of course, gets damaged. You can lose limbs, you can lose your head. It really feels like you're actually doing physical damage to the world.
Something that was also important to me was to explore sort of the relationship between corrections officers and inmates, since it is a prison environment.
I really wonder what that logo is on his shirt. We're like catching bits and pieces of it when he moves around.
Oh, he won't say. Claims he blacked the whole thing out. I like his story. The needle's too good for him. Filthy inmate, they should all die.
A likely story. The needle's too good for him. Filthy inmate. They should all die.
Since we were going for sort of a continuous immersive experience, we didn't have the benefit of mission screens or voiceover narration or something helping.
I feel like it's like
so it was a real challenge
like
to
a
sort of
band
get the characters to both talk in a way that's realistic
shirt
and also in a
or
way that helps convey
something,
the story to the
like the logo for like a metal band or something.
Enjoy your stay.
Once the cataclysm happens and the creatures are everywhere, the corrections officers are really on the same side you are. From the beginning, we wanted to stay away from zombies and the more tired horror cliches that
I feel like this game probably sold pretty well because a lot of people in chat have like played this.
Have a theme for all the creatures so that they weren't just, this random.
I think this was a relatively big hit back in the day.
Apparition. Instead, they're each themed after different execution methods, which ties into the history of Carnate and all the various forms of humans killing humans that have gone on there.
Creatures, we wanted to make them as creepy as possible, make them feel very intimidating and deadly.
Like, that's so lame. I really just want to see what's on this guy's desk more than anything.
Like House on Haunted Hill.
That's so lame that they blur it.
It really actually fell on probably one of the sickest character designers I've ever met, Ben. So he really tore it up and really was the inspiration for every one of these character designs. They really started to come home and really started to really have some depth to them once the sound got in. I have to say the sound is probably one of the most amazing pieces of work that's been put into this game. It's incredible.
I worked with the composer to come up with sort of a hybrid idea there where we would extract the elements for the music from the sound design.
Yeah, I said it was a banging on pots and pans soundtrack. Sure was. There he is hitting a big water jug.
And gathered up objects that were made of various elements, stone, steel, things that had long tones. We were using aluminum rods that were 10 and 12 feet long and getting them to resonate lengthwise. We were then striking them and getting them to resonate horizontally. Just about anything thing we could think of to create sonic signatures that were not typically used in game soundtracks.
Like, it's all just blurred out. It's so disappointing. Like, one of my favorite
The
things.
biggest thing I hope the players bring to the game is their own sort of creativity. We've
One of my
created
favorite
sort of a
things
world
about behind the scenes is like seeing The Office and like the random stuff that people have got on their desks and things.
there's going to be a lot of sort of
Like when you're watching like a Japanese behind the scenes and they've got like Gundam kits and stuff on the desk, it's like sick.
may see it differently, and that's important since you are toward going through
Still pretty decent though. Lot of developer interview. So here's the last one. Inside a haunted prison. Like what is this gonna be? It's like just what I mean, let's find out. This is just gonna be like spooky footage of prison.
I don't like being in here at night by myself. If there are ghosts anywhere, they would be here.
Prisons and jails built in America in the 17 and 1800s were gruesome reminders that crime did not pay. In a time when deplorable living conditions walked hand in hand with death and personal tragedy, these institutions of punishment were truly terrifying places that assuredly left deep psychic fissures in this world and the next. The Eastern State Penitentiary in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania was
Oh
just
shit.
such a place.
I've been on a tour of this prison before.
Most prisons before Eastern State was constructed were large open holding cells, and they would put everybody in together. They'd put adults in with children, men in with women, and all types of criminals. So petty thieves would be locked in with murderers, all packed into these large open holding cells. They were incredibly violent, disease-ridden. Sometimes disease would wipe out the entire prison population. There was very little sense that people would be better after they were released.
In response to these wretched conditions, a new type of prison was planned. Built on an elevated cherry orchard just outside Philadelphia, the Eastern State Penitentiary was supposed to be a new and humane way to house prisoners. But in fact, it turned out to be a place of solitude and misery.
In the early years, prisoners at Eastern State lived in extreme isolation. They woke up in their cells, spent 23 hours a day in their cell, went to bed in their cell, and knew almost nothing aside from this small white room. Typical sentence was about 2 years. Inmates were given some kind of simple work to do in their cells and given nothing to read except for the Bible. The majority of them were illiterate anyway. And so, in the early decades of the prison's use, the experience of an inmate would be about surviving isolation. Day in, day out for years at a time with almost no human contact. Spending years in strict isolation can drive a person insane.
Prisoners were housed in small individual cells with no windows and shortened doorways, specifically designed to humiliate an inmate. The only light source in the room came from a single hole cut in the ceiling of the cell called the Eye of God.
The prison cells at Eastern State were designed like small chapels. They have a high arched ceiling and blank white walls, and the only light comes in from above. And they called it the Eye of God. And so when you're in there, you look up and all you see is this little circle of daylight looking down, and it does look a little bit like an eye. And it's meant to create the impression that you're always being watched, and that even though there's no windows in the room, God is looking down at you through this little point, this little eye above. It's spooky.
The key to the success of Eastern State Penitentiary was the complete isolation of its inmate population.
Very
As a matter of
successful.
practice, prisoners were hooded whenever they were outside their cells. Cells were built with soundproof walls in order to keep the prisoners from fraternizing with each other. For all essential purposes, the inmates were cut off from the
Yeah,
outside
that's exactly what I was thinking.
for the entire duration
Like the
of their
interview guy is like saying how horrible it was, and the narrator was just like, it was very successful. Like, at
Even the
what,
guards
brother?
pacing these corridors wore socks over their shoes to muffle their footsteps. And the carts they used to roll food up and down the hallways had leather over the wheels so they'd roll silently up and down the hallways. Inmates ate in their cells, they slept in their cells. Inmates were only taken out of their cells to bathe about once every 2 weeks, and when they did that, they had their heads covered with a hood with no eye holes, basically put a bag over their head, so that all the inmate would remember from their time at Eastern State was the 4 walls of their cell.
Silence was strictly enforced at the Eastern State Penitentiary. If a prisoner was caught making any noise at all, they were severely punished. Prisoners who continually broke the rules faced stiffer and stiffer penalties. Over time, the prison's administrators had to resort to more intense forms of punishment to get their point across. Punishments for repeat
Damn,
offenders
that dude's like chained
included
to the
straight
dungeon
jacket,
wall.
the iron gag, and a particularly hideous contraption called the Mad Chair.
Most prisons at the time were extremely violent, and inmates who came into Eastern State could expect at first they'd be treated very well. But if inmates committed infractions of the rules at Eastern State, they'd be treated the way they'd be treated at any other prison in the early 1800s, which was with extreme force. Sometimes they would take inmates out into their exercise yards, hang them by their wrists from chains, strip them naked, and douse them with water in the wintertime. There was accounts of one inmate having ice hanging from his beard while he hung naked out in the exercise yards. There was even an inmate named Matthias Macumsey who was consistently making noise, and they couldn't get him to stop, and they put him in a device they called the iron gag.
Oh,
It held his hands
Matthias.
behind his back, and a bar went up and into his mouth and put a metal rod against his tongue to keep him quiet. And he struggled against it, and his tongue swelled, and he choked to death. There was an investigation, they looked into it, and decided that he'd asked for it, that he had it coming. This was typical for the way prisons were run at the time. Life was cheap in the early 1800s.
If a prisoner survived solitary confinement and had the physical strength to conquer the prison's many torture devices, he had one more demon to defeat, that being disease. The prison's poorly designed heating, plumbing, and ventilation systems worked together to spread the putrid odor of human waste to every nook and cranny of the building. These unsanitary conditions caused outbreaks of illness that ravaged both the inmate population and the guards assigned to maintain order in the prison. Without a doubt, serving time at the Eastern State Penitentiary was a mind-numbing experience. There were many documented instances where prisoners went insane because they could not handle the isolated conditions that were the mainstay of the prison. The Pennsylvania system of punishment at the Eastern State Penitentiary was finally abandoned as it produced very few reformed prisoners.
So it was not very successful
For over
then.
150 years, the Eastern State Penitentiary housed murderers, gangsters, and the criminally insane. Al Capone, America's most notorious gangster, was sentenced to 1 year at the Eastern State Penitentiary in 1929.
By far the most famous of our alumni is Al Capone. A lot of people don't realize that the first time that Capone was in prison was in Philadelphia. He was traveling from Atlantic City back to his home in Chicago, and Philadelphia police stopped him while he was in town and searched him and found that Capone was carrying a .38 caliber revolver, and it was loaded. The courts in Philadelphia wanted to make an example out of this famous Chicago gangster, and so they gave him the maximum sentence, which was 1 year in prison. Ironically, though, they sent him up here to Eastern State Penitentiary, and while the courts were trying to be harsh with Capone, the Department of Corrections was extremely generous. And so while he lived here, Capone had oriental rugs and oil paintings on the wall of his cell, and he had a cabinet-style radio, which would be fairly high-tech, like having a DVD player now. We've never known why he got such special treatment while he was here. He might
Who
have
can
bribed the
say?
warden. It might have just been that he was a celebrity.
In 1956, cell block number 15, also known as Death Row, was constructed at the Eastern State Penitentiary, one of the last buildings added to the prison complex.
Cell Block 15, otherwise known as Death Row, was a two-story building that housed the worst examples of humanity.
Cell Block 15 was the last cell block added into the Eastern State Penitentiary complex, and it's where they housed the most violent and disruptive inmates in the Pennsylvania system. It's the only cell block that had the modern electronic door locks where they could open and close cells by pushing buttons, which kept the guards distanced from the inmates. They were scared of these guys. Many inmates spent the last weeks, days, hours of their life inside of cell block 15, and on the day of their execution, they'd be shipped out to a different institution to die in Pennsylvania's electric chair.
By the 1960s, the march of time had been particularly unforgiving to the old prison. The Eastern State Penitentiary was considered out of date and in a state of miserable disrepair, and in 1971, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania officially closed the doors of the historic Eastern State Penitentiary. Reopened in 1994 as an historic site, daily public tours are conducted at the Eastern State Penitentiary, and special ghost tours are held at night prior to Halloween. No better place could be found to host a ghost tour. In fact, many visitors come to the prison in the hopes of having a supernatural encounter with one of its many spirits.
No better place
the prison's fortress
to have a ghost tour.
Crumbling cell blocks and water-stained ceilings most certainly lends itself to the perception that the place could be haunted.
I think there's a couple different reasons that Eastern State is so haunted. First is the stone construction.
This author.
Buildings, especially public.
Author of what, sir? Like,
paranormal researchers have proven that
I feel like this guy's book. Hang on, are they gonna show his name again? Just cut to the guy. Well, here's why it's haunted. Like, this guy is like some paranormal researcher type dude. I don't know. I think that we're gonna find out that the book is not a history book, but is instead some like absolute like fucking bullshit about ghosts. And this guy is a ghost expert.
The amount of torture and torment that's taken place there.
But for those lucky or unlucky few who have experienced something not of this world inside the prison,
that guy did write a non-fiction book. Okay.
For all the things they have encountered there. In September 2001, members of the Philadelphia Ghost Hunters Alliance conducted an investigation at various locations within the main part of the prison. Armed with night vision scopes, digital
the Philadelphia Ghost Hunter Association.
Investigators set out to find evidence that ghosts exist at the Eastern State Penitentiary.
Their investigation really focused on cell blocks 5 and 6. Members, initially when they arrived, reported seeing a figure step out of a cell. And it caught one of the members.
We're getting the evidence, dude.
Investigated further, and as the investigator approached, the figure stepped back in the cell. And when the investigator arrived, they found that the cell was empty. The Philadelphia Ghost Hunters Alliance basically determined after their investigation that the prison really could be haunted based on all the numerous experiences that they dealt with on that particular evening.
According to various
Thank you, Philadelphia Ghost Hunter Association, for your fine work. Someone reported they saw a figure, therefore, it really could be haunted.
Disembodied voices and screams and wails and cries that just seemed to emanate from the deepest bowels of the prison, where no person could actually get to.
Ghostly encounters are not limited to the prison building alone. The ghost of a prison guard has been observed numerous times in one of the prison's guard towers. What did the guard witness in the courtyard that tethers his spirit to the prison even in death? No one knows for sure.
One of the towers, a guard is seen to keep watch on an empty prison. Why a prison guard would want to be there after they've passed on to the other side, I don't know. But
man, poor prison guard who's destined to haunt their former workplace for life. That sucks. Imagine you die and then your ghost is just haunting your office, and it's just like, well, fuck this, and then you're just stuck in the office for all eternity.
Called into work on several locks inside the prison.
When the prison became a historical location, they started doing ghost tours right before Halloween. And a locksmith was called in to work on a couple of the older locks just to facilitate the tour. As the gentleman was working on the locks, he looked down the hall and he saw a person standing there watching him. He had
he's haunting the break room.
Watching him. And as he looked at this figure, he noticed that it started to kind of fade.
There's a ghostly vending machine in there too, and you can see him buying some snacks.
Turned into like a smoke or just a kind of an outline of a person. And as he watched, he noticed that this smoke started to move down the hall towards him. And he sat there in kind of a stunned silence watching this smoke just kind of creep down the hall, and right before it reached him,
The first section of this was okay, where it's like, here's the history of the prison, and then it's just all of this guy giving us like the stories of various ghostly encounters.
Numerous glowing cat eyes that were
This is
looking down at him,
ridiculous.
blinking. In a maniacal voice, he heard the words, "We're watching you."
Others have reported seeing human shadows disappearing into walls of solid stone, while others have encountered a vaguely humanoid specter which is said to exude a profound loathing from somewhere inside its wisp-like form.
A vaguely
Other
humanoid
volunteers working in the
specter.
sixth
Vaguely,
block have
though.
reported seeing
Not
ghostly
too
figures
human.
darting back and forth across corridors and disappearing into rooms. In each instance, no one has been able to identify the source of the strange noises or the wraith-like visitors.
Without a doubt, the Eastern State Penitentiary is haunted. There were evil men placed in this prison to keep them away from humanity, and that evil still exists there today. Only now,
That must
it's
suck
waiting
for
in the
those
shadows,
ghosts
waiting
too,
for
where
the
like
unsuspecting visitor to get too
you
close.
die and then you're haunting prison. Even in death, you're still in prison.
It's haunted, and it's hard not to walk around here and feel that people just left or that there's something happening behind you. But then you look around, you see the way the building's deteriorating, and it's this lost world of just crumbling walls and the skylights
Like,
throwing the light down.
What a shame, dude. You can't like haunt like a
It's
nice
very, very
beachside resort or something.
You have to believe that if there are ghosts anywhere, they would be here.
Or at
Because
least
there
your
were so
house.
many thousands and thousands of people who lived out the end of their life in this building, trying to get out and not able to do it.
The numerous paranormal events encountered by visitors and staff, coupled with the documented incidents reported by ghost investigators at the Eastern State Penitentiary, are proof that sometimes, when a prison is abandoned, the spirits of the men and women who died there.
I'm with you. Why am I here, dude? I'm haunting the diner. That sounds perfect. The vibes would be incredible.
No one knows for sure, but one irrefutable fact seems to go unquestioned. When the prison is silent, and the only noise that can be heard is the howl of the wind through the halls or the groan of a cell door moving by itself, the prison's horrible past creeps out and mingles with the present.
Eastern State Penitentiary is just a difficult place to be at night. It's creepy, and we generally keep out of here after sunset.
Yeah, there's a malevolent spirit that keeps breaking the waffle maker at the Nicolette Diner, dude. All right, well, that was a fantastic documentary. Thank you, Midway, for including that in the game for some reason. That would be an incredible reveal, but what does that make me then? Like, this is like that's like a sketchy time loop thing. I can't be haunting the waffle maker. I'm not dead yet, I think. Anyway, let's wrap this thing up. That was game number 93. That was game 93, The Suffering. The ghost at the diner is quite literally connected to the inmate named Tapioca. Oh no. So that game took 6.5 hours. Absolutely had a sewer level. Absolutely, there was that one sewer level. It was kind of like 3/4 of the way through the game-ish. Move that over there. How was that? How was the game? How was that? I'm just repeating myself. It was pretty okay. It was pretty okay. Totally fine shooting with a decent pacing. Like, nothing wrong with the controls or the mechanics of the shooting at all. Level design, there were some times when I was like, you know, we were in the prison for the first like 3 hours of the 6.5 hour game. It felt like, not quite, but we were in We were in the prison for quite a while. Yo, hey Velocim. It was actually okay. Not that much suffering. Really no suffering at all. A lot of prison where I felt like they reused a lot of the prison as well. They really got value out of like the hallways they made. They make you go down the same hallways and copy paste the same rooms a little bit, but it wasn't so bad. Sometimes it's hard to know where to go. I will say that this game is very dark, and there's a lot of like dead ends where you actually were supposed to go a completely different way, but then there's still like a dead end that looks kind of plausible, and then I get confused for a while. Or there's just like, literally there's just a hole in the ground in the corner you're supposed to go through, but I don't see it because the game is really dark, and so I just missed that. And even though I've like stood right next to it, I don't see it. That happened a couple times, just sort of my fault, but I'm still gonna blame the game a little bit. Yeah, the gameplay itself can be a little bit bland. I thought that like definitely the creatures, like the creature design was very good. It was a good idea, the whole like prison horror where every enemy type is a different type of execution method. I think that's cool. I think that's like a pretty cool idea, and they did it well. Plot-wise, I felt like this game was a little bit non-existent. Like, they do set up at the start, like, okay, this dude killed his wife and kids and has some kind of, like, monster alter ego where he can go monster mode. And then, after that, it's kind of just like, by the way, the prison is haunted, anyway, go. And then you just kind of go, and then at the end, like, you just kind of see stuff throughout. Like, there's really no, it doesn't feel like there's much development in terms of, like, you don't learn things as you play through the game. New things don't happen. It's just like, yep, prison is still haunted, and I am still a guy who killed my wife, and you see spooky apparitions of the wife you killed, and she says spooky things, but it's, like, not... I don't know. It's just, like, nothing really happens in this game's plot at all. I'll say that. Like, I'm not really sure. At the end of the game, there was the page on the final boss that we got that was like, you know, there's the final boss. I have seen this monster only once before. He's connected to Torque. But like, how, like, was that, like, are all of the monsters in this literal, or, because like, what, like, if he saw that monster once before, like, when? Like, I don't know, like, I didn't think that, like, I would have interpreted the ending as Torque, like, defeating his inner demons and shit, and, like, unmonster moding for good, but, apparently those are just, like, actual monsters that were kind of around, and we just killed them and then left, and it's just like, well, okay then, I guess, I don't know. I find myself wanting for more from the game's plot, and for it to, like, just kind of dig a little deeper thematically, maybe. But, I don't know. Overall, as far as the rating goes, it's gonna have to be a high 3. I don't quite think I can give this a 4, because the gameplay is a little bit bland at times. A lot of the game is just kind of, like, dark looking, and I did spend a lot of time lost or confused as to what was going on. So I think I'm just gonna give it a high 3. Yeah, I'm turning into someone who only gives 3s now. From never 3 to always 3. But I don't know. I just look at that game and tell me it's not a 3, you know? I dare you. It's a high 3. It's closer to a 4 than a 2, but I don't quite think it's a 4, you know? A 4 is like, oh, that was pretty good. That was kind of sick, actually. Not a 5, but, you know, that's what a 4 is, IMO. And this doesn't quite rise to that level for me.